It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Houston Texans and the Washington Commanders. And it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
Just outside of the nation's capital in nearby Landover, Maryland. Welcome in. We're getting a look at the enormous Northwest Stadium. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Ball teed up. Austin Seibert out for the kick. And we're off and running from Landover. Starting from the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is the second overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL, and it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion, but this guy is just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's the anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on a route. C.J. was unique in that way, and that skill set has been a big part of his success.
And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Now it's Stroud. Completed to Collins. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
First and 10 are on to Mixon. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. To the sideline, Collins brings it in. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
As a quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Stroud now on 3rd. Cut by Diggs. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 26, and it sets up a Houston first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. On the ground again with Mixon. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Keeping it with Mixon. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. From the gun, Stroud. He's got it. And in for the Houston touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken 2nd in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
Jaden's the closest thing we've seen to Lamar Jackson. And while there's only one Lamar Jackson, the 2-time MVP, Jaden's going to push him a little bit in this league. He is a tremendous athlete. Over 1,000 yards rushing down the SEC, and he's just got the instincts, the feel to know when to run it. But, man, he can also sling it. A quick, compact, accurate release. I can't wait to watch this guy's skill set unfold in the NFL.
Has a man, it's Brown. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Commanders will have a 1st. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
This ball's caught by McCaffrey. And he gets him around 6 there. That stop coming from Henry To'o.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
3rd and short, Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Again, Daniels to the air. escapes out to the left. And he'll get this through midfield and starts pushing into Texans territory.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They motion a receiver left. Shotgun snap to Daniels. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Out of the gun, Daniels. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
The Commanders ready for the punt. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early, and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Pass caught by Tank Dell. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, Stroud. Finds his fullback. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. And it's the Texans, who have 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Stroud. Into traffic, complete. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Marshawn Lattimore up from the secondary for the stop.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Has his man, it's Mixon. And he's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He's got it! And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's 2nd and goal. Mixon does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. So now, here's 3rd and goal. To the air, Stroud. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. So that flag is declined, and now that's going to force this offense into a 4th and goal decision. Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. Only a 20-yarder here. Everly's kick is good. And this one is center chains. Couldn't have hit that much better.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. One last play before the break. He's back to throw. He puts some air under this one, deep right. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. We've come to halftime. The Texans in unfriendly confines, but hey, they've got the lead. Now down the coast we go to Orlando, Florida, in our studio there. Jonathan Coachman waiting by with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, sit tight. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But for now, this is our halftime report. Both these teams ready for the fight ahead. We're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that, we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. Out comes the offense for Washington to begin the 3rd quarter. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Escapes the pocket, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They bring McLaurin in motion right. On 2nd down, Robinson. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. It's going to be 2 on the pickup, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 13. Daniels. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Azeez Al-Shire has it. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt, I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and now a chance to add to this lead.
The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory. They've got a short field after that pick. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Stroud from the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. On the option, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Stroud off the play fake. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans push their lead further to start the half. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans take a 3-possession lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Commanders set to take over. And things starting to get a little out of hand for him, Brock. That last score made it 17-zip. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. Big play, pushes them beyond midfield. And he's finally marked down at the 46-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
He'll cobble together a yard there. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now Daniels off the play action. And he's taken down at the 30. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. First and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Now Daniels to throw. He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. They gain 14 on the play, and the Commanders will have a first.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
On first down, here's Daniels. He brings it in. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders get it back to within 2 possessions. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Austin Seibert on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Pierce now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Texans headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on first down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Running back sent in motion. 2nd and 10. Stroud to throw. Caught by Collins on the slant. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. From the gun, Stroud. This one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. A give left side. Here's Mixon. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. The rookie from Michigan, there that time.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the first. Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of third down, they're now defending 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for him now, following the penalty. Running it after the penalty. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. A give to Mixon up the middle. And he's going to be bottled up right at the line as we've reached the 2-minute warning. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Now a give to Mixon. And this one doesn't work any better. Defense there to drop him at the line again. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Here's Stroud now. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. This is Mixon. And he pushes it further into the red zone, down inside the 15. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Second and 6 coming up here. Running with Mixon out of the gun. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Back to throw, Stroud. The throw is caught. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
The Texans only moments away from finalizing their win as they take a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Texans come away with the road win. Well, Brock, we knew they were confident in the lead-up, that they could contend despite the hostile crowd they were going to face today, and boy, did they ever. Once they got going, they showed out, they backed up that confidence, and they leave here with a victory.
Oh, it takes so much work, Kate, so much work, even beyond what people hear about through the week or see in the game itself, to overcome somebody defending their home field. You need to be playing at your highest level, and you need to BYOE, bring your own energy. Whenever you take it on the road and you win one, gosh, it feels so good. What a signature victory.